Hello and welcome. This is John Wallace, and this is Intermediate Speaking. Okay, and it's for the week of the 25th of May, May 25, May 26, May 28. So those are the days we're talking about, and we're on Unit 7 in the book Lost and Found. Lost and Found in the book right here, Unit 7, that's page 121. We see King Tut, the mask of King Tutankhamun of Egypt, right here. It says right here, what does it say? King Tutankhamun's burial mask, a looter's gloved hand, Cairo, Egypt, right there. So look at this photo. What do you see? And we go to page 1 of the notes. So Suseo, please print the notes and please write, Suseo, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're on page 1 right here, and we see that. Look at this photo. What do you see? An Egyptian mask, King Tut's, with a black gloved hand over its mouth. So the black gloved hand over its mouth. Gloved hand. The photo caption mentions a looter's gloved hand. What do you think looters do and why? They steal things from people, stores, or other places. Looter. You can go onto Naver English Dictionary, Naver Online English Dictionary, and it will tell you. What do you think this unit will be about? Looking at this unit, what do you think it will be about? Things that were lost or taken and then found again. Historical information or topics about the past. And just to give you the synopsis, the summary of the unit right here, unit overview. Please just say this onto it and read it also. Unit overview. The theme of this unit is special things that have been lost and found, and the people who search the world for lost treasures. This unit provides opportunities for students to learn about lost treasures and talk about treasures in their own lives. So we go to the next page, and this is just fascinating. Egypt is fascinating to me. I lived in Saudi Arabia. I didn't have time to go to Egypt, but maybe in the future I will go to Egypt, but not in the summer. I think I will go there in the winter. Anyway, this is Egypt right here. Finders, keepers. Please put that into Naver Online Dictionary. Finders, keepers. When you find something, you can keep it. So if it's lost and you find it, you can keep it. If it's lost by the owner, it's lost forever. But not always. The police may have something to do with that. Usually the police say a few years, maybe 5, 10 years. If they lost it, then you can keep it. So the law is different in every country. I would say if you found something and it's lost, bring it to the police, and then they will decide if you keep it or not. Right here, finders, keepers. Look at the first question right here, the first question, which is, who was Ramses the First? When did he lead Egypt? When did he die? When did he die? Ramses the First was an important leader in Egypt, ancient Egypt. He ruled from 1923 BC until his death in 1290 BC. He was a pharaoh, a king of ancient Egypt. Number 2, What happened to Ramses the First mummy? How long was it in each place? It traveled around the world. First, looters stole it from its tomb or grave. Then it was in a museum in Canada, though no one knew it was Ramses the First. Many years later, a museum in Atlanta, Georgia. So many years later, it was in a museum in Atlanta, Georgia. Bought it. Finally, a researcher in the museum in Atlanta discovered it was Ramses the First and returned it to Luxor, Egypt. Number 3, where is Ramses the First now? Do you think a museum in Atlanta did the right thing? The museum in Atlanta did the right thing. He is in a museum in Egypt, the right thing. Some may say yes, he was from Egypt, so he should be returned to Egypt. He was an Egyptian king. I think he should be returned to Egypt, and the Egyptian government can decide what to do with his remains, his body. Remains. R-E-M-A-I-N-S. So we see the timeline, and please put that into Naver's Online Dictionary timeline of what happened to him and the places that he went in each place. Then we go to vocabulary. Okay, so let's just go over this right here. Many treasures, many jewels. Do you prefer gold or silver? Actually, I prefer silver because it's less expensive and people don't want to steal it as much. And I think it can be just as beautiful as gold. Do you prefer jewels or gold? I guess I would prefer gold because it'd be made into money and it's harder to steal. You can know with gold right away. A diamond can be a fake diamond. You don't know it. Gold, usually you can tell. What is something that is missing a lot in your house? Maybe the telephone, because we only have one phone for 3 people. What are the things that people search for? Treasure, gold, jewels, shipwrecks, their keys, their shoes, etc. Did you ever play a game of hide and seek where one person hides, the other person looks for him or her? Yes, I did when I was a child, and I do it with my son who's 7. Which did you prefer to do, hide or seek? I think when I was young, I preferred to hide. When I'm older, I prefer to seek. And let's look at vocabulary, the different words. Find. This is on page 124, 124 right here. We have a Fabergé egg. Fabergé egg right there. Right here we have find, gold, hide, jewels, missing, mystery, objects, search. Let's play the sound, the audio for this.
Unit 7, Lesson A, page 124. Exercise A. Find.
Gold.
Hide.
Jewels.
Missing.
Mystery.
Objects.
Search.
Anyway, let's see right here. We have the Fabergé egg right here. You can read the story about it. I won't belabor the point by having myself read it. You can read it yourself right there. It's a pretty fascinating story. And match each word with its definition. Okay, so I've given you the answers on page 2 right here, vocabulary, and for this. Okay, so that's page 125. I've given you the answers right here for 125. Let's go over it right here. Number 1, G for hide. G for hide. hide G right there. G is to put something where no one can find it. Number 2, mystery is C. Mystery is C, something that is difficult to explain. Search is F, to look for. Gold is H, a yellow metal that is worth a lot of money. A is jewels, 5A, jewels, expensive stones. Find is E, to discover something. Objects are B, something that you can use or touch. Or C, or touch. And missing is D. D is not there, no one can find it. So it's not there and no one can find it. Okay, so vocabulary skill right here. Noun, beauty. Adjective, beautiful. Noun, storm. Adjective, stormy. Noun, possibility. Adjective, possible. Right here, D, use a dictionary. Use a dictionary to find and write the adjective forms of the nouns in the chart. Sand, sandy. Gold, gold or golden. 3, mystery, mysterious. Luck, lucky. So the adjective form, the noun and the adjective. Sand, the adjective is sandy. Gold, the adjective is gold or golden. Mystery, the adjective is mysterious. Luck, the adjective is lucky. 5, the adjective of color is colorful. 6, the adjective of power is powerful. 7, the adjective of magic is magical. 8, the adjective of peace is peaceful. And you can discuss these questions with a partner right here for discussion. Please talk with someone on Kakao Talk or your phone or person to person. Number 1, do you have an object that you feel is special? What is it and where is it? So I would say right here, this is a jewelry box. Right here, open up the jewelry box. You have my watch, which is a Seiko watch. Seiko right here. And you have a wedding ring right there. Wedding ring. And you have this note right here. And you have a coin from America called a dime. A dime. It has my favorite president. My favorite president is Franklin Delano Roosevelt during World War II and the Depression. Right there. So that right there. And a few things like USBs and so on in the jewelry box right there. So that's what you have there in the jewelry box. So there's a few precious things. Number 2, what do you do if you find something that is not yours or a restaurant or store? Well, I take it to the manager and leave it with them. I go to the store owner or manager. I said, I found this. Can you please store it and see if someone lost it? It's not mine. I don't believe in finders keepers. How about in a public place like a park or the beach? I would go to the security there, or I would go to the police station and give it to them. Do you like mysteries, books, movies, TV shows, and video games? If yes, yeah, I liked it. I like Poirot, which is a French detective who finds different mysteries. Poirot, P-O-I-R-O-T. Anyway, he's a Belgian detective, actually, from Belgium. Okay, so listening right here, and listening on page 126. Okay, listening, interview with a treasure hunter. So it's interview with a treasure hunter. You're going to hear an interview with a treasure hunter. Choose the 2 ideas you will think you will hear in the interview. So you can choose any 2 you want. I chose these 2, but you can choose any 2 you want. It's a podcast interview with a treasure hunter. Talks about the reasons why people like to hunt for things and gives details about an ongoing treasure hunt that a wealthy man, Forrest Fenn, has set up for the world to take part in. So Forrest Fenn right here, page 2, has a treasure hunt. Please look that up on Naver Online Dictionary. Treasure hunt for the world to take part in. So we will listen to the podcast now. Okay? We will listen to the podcast now. And while listening right here, listen and check your predictions from exercise A. Write the numbers of the ideas from the exercise A in the order you hear it in the interview. Listen again if necessary. So, first main idea is number 3, and the second idea is 5. So 3 is the first main idea is 3. A man hides a treasure for anyone to find. And the second idea is people like the search just as much as the treasure. So people like to search just as much as the finding of the treasure. So let's listen to it now.
Page 126, Exercise B, and page 127, Exercise C. Interview with a treasure hunter.
People love mystery, discovery, and exploration. As children, we play hide and seek. We hide things from others, and we love to look for treasure. But for some, this love continues into adulthood. Today, we're talking with a treasure hunter to find out why. So tell us why.
Because it's fun. It's exciting to search for something and then find it.
Yes, treasure hunting is a popular hobby. Nowadays, there are even game apps for your phone. My 13-year-old loves Pokemon Go.
I like that game too. But I prefer real treasure hunts.
Yes, tell us about that. How did you start?
It started when I was a child. My mum's ring was missing. She searched everywhere for it. So I thought I could help her. I asked her some questions. You know, like, where did she see the ring last? Where did she wear the ring last? Those kinds of questions. Then I took all of this information and found the missing ring. My mum was so happy. It was my first treasure, and it was just the beginning.
What other treasures have you found?
Well, treasure hunting is definitely my hobby, but I didn't say that I was very good at it. Over the years, I have found a few things, like gold and some precious stones, but I'm searching for one of the biggest treasures in history.
Ah, yes, Forrest Fenn's treasure. Tell us about that.
Well, Forrest Fenn is a rich man who hid a treasure for people to find.
What's in the treasure?
A lot of things, but to name a few: gold, some very old coins, jewels, and gemstones. The treasure weighs 42 pounds and is worth around $1 million.
How do people hunt for it? Is there a map or something?
Yes, he wrote a book called The Thrill of the Chase, and it has a map and some information about how to find the treasure.
Why did he do this?
He did it because he was sick and thought he was dying. He also did it because he wanted to give people the joy of adventure. Nobody has found it yet, but many people are searching for it.
That's amazing.
He also said he hid the treasure because he wants people to get out of their houses, go outside, and be in nature. You see, to Forrest Fenn, the hunt is the treasure.
What do you mean?
Looking for the treasure is the best part. Even better than finding the objects you're searching for.
Do you agree with him?
Definitely. course, finding a treasure can be exciting. But I don't do this to get rich. I do it because the hunt is exciting.
I agree. Well, thank you for joining us today. After listening to this story, I want to get outside and search for some lost treasure.
So, listening skill right here on page 127, listening skill says we use the word because to give a reason. So, listening for reasons. To find out the reason for something, listen for the words why and because and the information that follows. Why do people like to search for treasure? People like to search for treasure because it's exciting. So we will listen again to the interview and complete the chart with the reasons that answer each question. So what I have done on page 3 is give you the answers for the questions. So number 1, why do people search for treasure? And the answers: people think they can get rich. It's exciting to search for something and then find it. So it's exciting to search for something and then find it. Number 2, why did Forrest Fenn hide a treasure? He was sick and thought he was dying. He wanted to give people the joy of adventure. He wants people to get out of their houses, go outside, and be in nature. Why does the guest on the show hunt for treasure? The hunt is exciting. So the hunt for treasure is exciting. It's exciting to do that. Okay? So right here, after listening, answers will vary right here. Your answer is going to vary again. So look at this and let's listen to the interview one more time.
Page 126, exercise B, and page 127, exercise C. Interview
This to
with
say
a
a
treasure
rookie
hunter.
cookie.
People love mystery, discovery, and exploration. As children, we play hide and seek. We hide things from others, and we love to look for treasure. But for some, this love continues into adulthood. Today, we're talking with a treasure hunter to find out why. So tell us why.
Because it's fun. It's exciting to search for something and then find it.
Yes, treasure hunting is a popular hobby. Nowadays, there are even game apps for your phone. My 13-year-old loves Pokemon Go.
I like that game too. But I prefer real treasure hunts.
Yes, tell us about that. How did you start?
It started when I was a child. My mum's ring was missing. She searched everywhere for it. So I thought I could help her. I asked her some questions. You know, like, where did she see the ring last? Where did she wear the ring last? Those kinds of questions. Then I took all of this information and found the missing ring. My mum was so happy. It was my first treasure, and it was just the beginning.
What other treasures have you found?
Well, treasure hunting is definitely my hobby, but I didn't say that I was very good at it. Over the years, I have found a few things, like gold and some precious stones, but I'm searching for one of the biggest treasures in history.
Ah, yes, Forrest Fenn's treasure. Tell us about that.
Well, Forrest Fenn is a rich man who hid a treasure for people to find.
What's in the treasure?
A lot of things, but to name a few: gold, some very old coins, jewels, and gemstones. The treasure weighs 42 pounds and is worth around $1 million.
How do people hunt for it? Is there a map or something?
Yes, he wrote a book called The Thrill of the Chase, and it has a map and some information about how to find the treasure.
Why did he do this?
He did it because he was sick and thought he was dying. He also did it because he wanted to give people the joy of adventure. Nobody has found it yet, but many people are searching for it.
That's amazing.
He also said he hid the treasure because he wants people to get out of their houses, go outside, and be in nature. You see, to Forrest Fenn, the hunt is the treasure.
What do you mean?
Looking for the treasure is the best part. Even better than finding the objects you're searching for.
Do you agree with him?
Definitely. Of course, finding a treasure can be exciting. But I don't do this to get rich. I do it because the hunt is exciting.
I agree. Well, thank you for joining us today. After listening to this story, I want to get outside and search for some lost treasure.
So that was the interview once more, and you have the answers right here. Why do people like to search for treasure? People think they can get rich. It's exciting to search for something and then find it. Why did Forrest Fenn hide a treasure? He was sick and thought he was dying. 4, he wanted to give people the joy of adventure. 5, he wants people to get out of their houses, go outside and be in nature. Why does the guest on the show search for treasure? The hunt is exciting. After listening, you can put these in order. It's exciting to find something. It gets you out of the house. You can become rich. You want to learn new things. We'll now go to page 128. Page 128, Grammar for Speaking, on page 128 with WH questions. WH word, did, subject plus base verb. WH word is why, so you see this right here. Why, where, who, what, when, and how. How has H and W. So let's go over the WH question words. Why, where, who, what, when, how. So grammar for speaking, WH word plus did plus subject plus base verb. So question, why did Forrest Fenn hide a treasure? Because he wanted people to have fun. Where did you see the missing object? In the closet. Who did he give the eggs to? His wife. What did you find in the box? Gold and jewelry. When did he lose the gold? On his trip to Europe. How did he color the eggs? He used paint. WH word plus past form of be. Who was Peter Carl Fabergé? Where were the jewels? So you have those questions right there. And I've given you some of the answers on page 4, right here. Page 4, Grammar for Speaking. So please read this on page 4, Grammar for Speaking. Okay, write the formula for making simple past WH questions on the board. WH word plus did plus subject plus verb. Okay, so we will continue on the next video. Okay, please hold and thank you.